Find a comfortable position to lie down or sit down. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and then slowly exhale. Repeat this several times, feeling each breath. Feel the air enter your nose, travel through your throat, reach your lungs, and then exhale slowly. Try to become calm and forget about the worries and stresses of the day for a while. Close your eyes and visualize yourself in a peaceful place, perhaps a sunny beach or a peaceful forest, and feel the beauty around you. Now, let's begin. Let this story take you to a marvelous world and accompany you through a quiet, peaceful night. Once upon a time, there was a poor child. In order to cure his mother's illness, to the greedy uncle Guanzo's house to borrow money. Upon hearing his nephew's request to borrow money, his uncle snorted and sneered for a while, saying, "How can I lend money to someone like you who can't pay his bills? What has your mother's illness got to do with me? Those who deserve to die. What can I do?" With that, he whisked his nephew away. The child was hungry, thirsty, angry, and hateful, and on the way home, exhausted, he crooked down by the roadside and fell asleep. I don't know who shook his shoulder. He opened his eyes and saw that the sky was full of stars shining and radiating cold light, and someone was talking enthusiastically in his ear. When he looked closely, it was an old man with white hair. The old man said, "Because you have been filial to your mother all your life, I want to give you a good thing. This is a precious wooden clog that I brought with me, and when you put on this precious wooden clog, small oval-shaped gold coins will come out as soon as you crook it. However, if you are greedy and crook it too many times, your body will gradually get shorter and shorter, so you have to pay attention." The child thought he had dreamt it and staggered to his feet to look around. The old man had disappeared, but there was really a wooden clog sitting there. The child shivered and put on the clogs and fell down with a heavy thud before he could stand still. He stood up and saw that there were indeed some small shiny oval gold coins near his bum. "It's little gold coins, it's little gold coins." He picked up the gold coins happily and desperately ran home, first told his mother, then ran out of the house, first knocked on the doctor's door to ask for a doctor, then went to the pharmacy on the street to buy medicines, and also ran to the rice shop, the pickle shop, and the fish shop to buy a lot of much-needed things. Besides that cruel uncle, this time is planning to sell nephews under the housing against the debt. He thought, sister-in-law must soon die, the nephew to the field to work, sell the rest of the broken house against the money he borrowed from me on it. He got the idea right, and one day walked shamelessly to his nephew's house. As soon as he entered the front door, he didn't expect the sound of joyful laughter to come out of the house. He went up and peeked into the house and saw his brother-in-law, who had been cured, pulling window paper, and his nephew cooking, with all kinds of fish and other dishes on his plate. He thought to himself, "This scoundrel, who always lies to me that he has no money, can I believe that he is a good-hearted one? He is a bad boy to handle." Uncle was furious, and bursting through the door with a furious shout and yell, Hey, give me back all the money at once." "Uncle, don't be angry. I beg your forgiveness. There is a reason why we can live like this, witch." The nephew then told his uncle the details of how he got the precious clogs. After hearing his nephew talk about the secret of the precious clogs, Uncle Gonzo said, "If that's the case, show me the strange precious wooden clogs. You can't fool me. I can tell at a glance whether it is a real whole key clog or not." His nephew produced the precious clogs, and without waiting for him to hand them over, he went up and snatched them into his hand and ran away with a thud. He went back to the house, clicked shut the windows on this side, clicked shut the windows on that side and closed the door all the way again. In the middle of the big living room, he spread the sheets and then said to the clogs, "Clogs, clogs, come to the little gold coin, come to the little gold coin." As he said this, he put on his clogs, and then he went down askew with a thud. Oops, it's out, it's out. Every time he fell down, some small gold coins appeared. The little gold coins made a loud noise. It was really nice to hear. With the increasing number of gold coins, the small gold coins gradually became bigger and bigger, and the ceiling of the big living room gradually became high and big, and the whole house also became bigger and bigger. This was because with each crooked fall, the greedy Uncle Gonzo became smaller and smaller. Gonzo didn't notice this, but just looked at the gold coins that were getting bigger and bigger, and continued to crook, stand up, and crook with joy. When it was dark, the nephew came to his uncle's house. Outside the door, he already heard the sound of small gold coins ting ting ting, ting ting ting. "Uncle Gonzo! Uncle Gonzo!" After he shouted a few times, he couldn't hear an answer. He pried the door open hard, and with a clatter, the little gold coin tumbled out. The nephew cried out in alarm, "Uncle!" With that, he pushed his hand through the mountain of small gold coins and walked over. When he got to the big living room, he saw that on the top of the shining gold coins, Uncle Gonzo, who had already turned into the shape of a small worm, was still crookedly standing up and crookedly falling down again. I heard that, since then, a kind of nasty worm called Gonzo has multiplied in the villages in this area, which is changed by the greedy Gonzo.